chase the bag, gotta chase the bag. Ain't no need to lag.
Okay, now we're good. We should be golden now, right? Right. Now we should be working now. Okay, thank you. Technology. I apologize. There's this button. I have like a gaming mouse for no reason. It's just what I have. And there's like a button on the side that like for some reason like takes you back. So I accidentally hit that and then it just screwed everything up. So, anyhow, thanks for being patient. Thanks for sticking with me. So let's back up. Chris, Marcus, what's up? Parlay Juice, what's up? Let's see. I think that was the main. Trent, you in here? Tay, Chuck. Let's go. Let's go ahead and try to win some bets here. Let's get into it. Yesterday, man, we sucked yesterday. I sucked yesterday. I apologize if you followed me yesterday. In the Discord, I went 2-1. The one play that I did run from the podcast was Martin Perez, who was just dealing, but not really though. Like he worked around like 5 or 6 hits. They hit into multiple double plays. Wilson Contreras tried to steal third after a double got thrown out. So I mean, they had a couple caught stealing. They had multiple double plays. Their base running was just not ideal. You know, the potential was certainly there for to knock them out or whatever. What else, man? Framber Valdez got murdered, give up 9 hits. That sucked. What was the third play? I can't remember what the third play is, but I know it didn't hit. So anyhow, let's win some today. Is the plan. Dang, man, all these lines are just falling apart on me too right now. Yeah, Valdez got rocked. Okay. That Royals line just moved to -140, which sucks. Not at all interested in playing a -140 for a first 5 team total. So anyhow, though, damn, this is like moving like crazy too. See, the downside too, I should have dropped this play in the Discord when I seen it. I let it go, and it's climbed up. It was -130 earlier, and it's up to -184, and it just keeps going and going and going. But just to quickly kind of look through the games here real quick. Not at all interested in this Cubs and Angels game. The wind is blowing out, which is normally an over, but in this case, I feel like we could probably have an under as both these teams really aren't doing all that well. There's I don't know, like baseball has been rough. I don't know how you guys are doing just like on the side, but I just feel like, you know, I got a lot of going 2-1 kind of thing. I can't a sweep is just nearly impossible, it seems. I was on the Dodgers money line, Otani to get a hit the other day, and Otani got the hit in the first game. Dodgers lost 12-4. Like it's MLB has kind of hit that spot where it's like, man, MLB's tough again. And it's tough everywhere. You see a lot of people complaining about it. So kind of definitely got to pick the spots and just continue to see, like what's working or whatever. FanDuel has a 50% a 50% boost. I feel like the Brewers and Dodgers are probably going to be a pretty good look. First, they have 50% and a 30%. Like Savali's pitching, for the Brewers. I don't know when he ended up on the Brewers, but I missed that news. But I think the Dodgers are just going to clean them up today. Savali, I mean, gives up a lot of home runs, gives up a lot of hard hits. I think that's going to be a pretty good game for a same game parlay type thing that I might mess with later on. And the Royals and the Rockies, I think, will be another one. I think the Royals end up killing him. So let's go ahead and just talk about this play real quick that's on the screen for FanDuel that before it continues to move anymore. I don't know if he's even going to be on. Yeah. So they're not even going to see. You can't even hardly see it. Let's see if I can try to find. I'm trying to just show you a visual for you guys. Sean. This year. Okay. Okay. So like this has got to be a mistake. FanDuel is the only book that's got his strikeouts listed. You can't find his strikeouts anywhere else. They've already announced that it's a bullpen game. This guy is not going to pitch more than a couple innings. Him getting 3.5 strikeouts just does not seem doable. Of course, he could come out and pitch, 3 up, 3 down, and the second inning get a 4 strikeout or something like that. But you can see here most recently he went 3.1 innings against the Mets in a start. And then it's just the rest of it has been bullpen. He hasn't gone longer. I don't know against Oakland if this was a start or not. He went 3 innings right here. But I mean, he went 3.1 innings. He's pitched into the fourth inning just one time. I believe this is his only start, but it's a bullpen game. This is the opener. He is not meant to go longer than a couple innings. If he pitches into the fourth inning, I would probably be surprised. You have a 3.5 line against a team that just does not strike out. In the last 30 days, they were striking out the least amount against right-handed pitching on the year, the 13th least. The Twins don't strike out a lot. They're a pretty damn good hitting team. I mean, you look at let's see. Look at their K rate. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 8 guys under a 20% K rate. And then of course you're gonna have those high ones like your Buxton. It's got a 26, but even then, that's not that high compared to what you see in a lot of other places. Um, seems broken. Doesn't it? Just it's not right. I just don't think there should be a line. Normally, you don't get a line for an opener. So I mean, one of two things is possibly going on. They messed up. See, there's nothing listed for him on DraftKings. Let's look at like Bet365. They messed up, which I think is going to be the main thing here. But this line's been open since I seen it at like 10 o'clock. And then of course I've seen it kind of all over the place since coming across it as Twitter is what Twitter is. What the hell? What game is it? This one. That's why it's climbed up to minus 180 instead of the minus 130 that it opened at. Pitcher. They don't even have K props for this game. Wait, right here. Yeah, just Pablo Lopez. So FanDuel's the only book that has this minus 184. So we need to have a juice reducer. Or it's a leg for a parlay or something like that. I don't wonder if it goes to 2.5 or if it disappears altogether. I think the Royals against Kyle Freeland is gonna be able to get to him. The Royals are without a doubt the better team. The Royals have been, like slumping a little bit. I wish this line was on. Let's see. I wish this line was on DraftKings because then we could play the not get a win line, which is like without a doubt, that's my favorite, juice reducer is for a pitcher to not get a win. Let's see. So the Royals are the 13th highest batting average right now, scoring 21 runs in the last 7 days, which is, I mean, pretty low. The Royals haven't been fantastic. So, but the Rockies aren't a whole lot better, to be completely honest. I know, like, it's at Coors Field and all that. It's not my favorite juice reducer, but I just don't know if I have anything better at this current moment. Like, I'm sure his outs minus 144. Like, I was looking pretty hard at Nestor Cortez, his outs. And I think that's juiced pretty good ish. Dude, I'm like looking right. Where's the game at? Am I crazy? Where's the Yankees game? There it is. Minus 146. I mean, I just think this is just a game the Royals should win. The Royals are a very good hitting team. They're in a very good hitting environment. The Rockies obviously get that same boost, but I mean, this is a game I think the Royals win. We can get them at +1.5. I feel like it's not a bad look here. -114 is ugly, ugly, ugly. Like I wish there was something better, but you know, Cubs money line. I just don't trust the Cubs. I can't bet on the Cubs. Like I have no interest in this game outside of thinking it might be an under. Um, the Guardians against the Giants, like maybe everything else is pretty. I feel the Twins probably win this game, but once again, I mean, you could same game parlay it, but then that same game parlay has to be a +400, unfortunately. So I in my head, it just kind of was like, well, let's use that boost, but we can't do that. I feel like the Orioles probably win that game, but it's away. That pitcher's been beat up. I feel like the Royals are the best team in terms of an advantage or whatever. So that's I wish I had a better answer or whatever for you guys. Is not to say that I don't like this play. I mean, it's not my favorite. I love this dude to get under 3.5 because I only think he's gonna pitch a couple innings. And like I said, the Twins just don't strike out a lot. I like it a lot. I just don't know for sure what to put with it. I wish it was on DraftKings, like I said. If you guys had a different juice reducer or something like that, by all means utilize it. But for now, I'm gonna run, the what's it, Dubin under 3.5 strikeouts, and the Royals +1.5. I think this line goes away. I think this is one of those like the books messed up. Like, why is FanDuel listing the opener? Why is he listed at 3.5 um in a game that he's not gonna go? Like the Astros have said in media, like in reporting, that it's going to be a bullpen game. Bullpen game means that this guy's not gonna go. He may pitch into the third inning. If he pitches into the fourth inning, I'm surprised. I mean, one strikeout an inning for 3 innings, and we're still cashing right there. It's just goofy. It's just something I feel like we just gotta play, and then just hopefully the Royals do what we expect of them. But Kyle Freeland, when we'll talk, I don't know. We're probably gonna skip the other play I had, but Kyle Freeland game log this year. He had been terrible. And then he got hurt. Is this it? He's only pitched 7 times? So, I mean, he had given up 10 runs, 9 runs, 6 runs, 7 runs, and then I'm pretty sure this game right here, see, he pitched on the 14th, and then on the 15th, they used him as a pinch runner. And he got thrown out at home and got hurt. I remember watching the game and I was like, is that Kyle Freeland? He was on second base and he tried to score from second base, I think, and got hurt sliding. Came back, pitched pretty good. Only 1 hit against the Nationals. The Nationals aren't the strongest team. And then he gave up 7 hits to the White Sox, but only 2 runs. But it's the White Sox. He's now going to face the Royals, who are just a great hitting team. The Royals on the year outside, just recently they haven't been hitting, all that well. Man, they've fallen, but they've got the 14th highest batting average. They're scoring the 12th most runs. They certainly were higher. They certainly were hotter, but I feel good about it. We won't spend any more time on it. You hate to play 2 legs at -114. Even looking at Skeens is the strikeout, god or whatever. I mean, you still got to play 7 strikeouts to get, that kind of juice. Reagan's K's. Anyhow, let's leave it now. Unless you guys got a juice, a safe, it's going to need to be, a 400, minus 300, or minus 400 type leg for it. Sometimes you got to drink a little juice or you just don't play it, Uh, let's see. To continue looking though, I was liking the Royals first 5 team total, but it's moved to minus 140. I don't like that. I don't want to mess with it for the same reasons as Kyle Freeland has just been, bad. Kyle Freeland was just terrible to start. Him getting hurt and going through, rehab and AAA and everything, was that a blessing in disguise? Maybe. I think he was going to give up a lot of runs, to be completely honest, but I'm not going to play a minus 140. So I think that leads us into, Patrick Corbin Day. Chuck talked about it up here. Glass no outs is only like minus 140, and the Brewers bats can be pretty tough. I thought about it, but it's as a juice reducer that really turns into like a plus high 200 probably. Anyway, I'm gonna probably click out of the Royals first 5 team total. I just don't want to play that. Their full game team total is like 5.5. I don't mess with that. That's just a line I'm not interested in. So we'll go to the Cardinals. A hair hesitant on the Cardinals because we watched the Cardinals yesterday against a lefty. The Cardinals don't hit lefties fantastic. There's certainly better lefty hitting teams, although we've seen them. They had plenty of hits against Martin Perez. They just weren't really stringing it together. Let's just look at here. So, I mean, Paul Goldschmidt in his career bats 286. Arenado 500. Wilson Contreras not very well, 167 against them. Versus lefties, they're pretty average, I think. Versus left batting average. Fucking hell. See, like that's what like gave me pause yesterday. They have the second lowest batting average against left-handed pitching. That kind of sucks. Like, I don't know, like it's Patrick Corbin Day, but I feel we've certainly learned from fading him at times. Just based off, and I could have actually gone to this. Right? Hold on. Yeah. I mean, on the year, the Cardinals are second to last in almost every stat against left-handed pitchers. And even recently, they're just you can't take that. We can't take that. We can't take the Cardinals. They're terrible against a lefty. I know it's Patrick Corbin, but Patrick Corbin has had good outings. I was on Patrick Corbin's like outs or something, I feel like recently, and we still got it. The Cardinals are just not good. The Cardinals could come out and smack them. But I mean, the goal is to give best bets kind of thing, and backing a team against a lefty, we need them to score 3 runs in 5 innings against a team that is actually nearly dead last in all categories. I don't know. I don't think I can trust it. Chuck. So Corbin no win. I don't know what. I mean, I would feel that's not a bad look because you got Sonny Gray on the other side. I mean, I feel the Cardinals probably do enough, or Sonny Gray keeps them, held down enough. But asking them to score, X amount or whatever is a little scary. 525. I just like the whole like everybody and their mother is on or wants to talk about Skeens. And I just don't care to back the dude or whatever. Let's talk about Drew Thorpe real fast. I really like this play. I broke out the White Sox gear for it. What's going on? Okay. This man's pitched 4 times. He's a rookie. Against Arizona, or I'm sorry, against the Mariners, he went a full 5. Not bad. How many pitches did he throw? Threw 98 pitches in that game. Went against Arizona, got killed. They scored 12 runs in there. I don't know how many he gave up. He only pitched 60 pitches. He went 10 outs. Pitched into the 4th, got knocked out. Pitched a full 6 against the Tigers. Pitched a full 6 against Colorado. Obviously, we know that Colorado, we know that Tigers, neither one of those are fantastic offenses, but he went a full 6 again, and we need him to get 15 and a half. We need the man to get 1 out into the 6th inning. I love that. The Mariners see, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, the Mariners see the most or the second most pitches out of any other team. So they forced his pitch count up. He was at 98 pitches through 15. They see the most pitches. The Marlins do not see a lot of pitches. We in the Discord yesterday, we were on Pavetta. Nick Pavetta went against the Red Sox pitcher, went against the Marlins. He flew through. We had him at 16 and a half, maybe 17 and a half, cashed pretty easily. Pitchers against the Marlins have been absolutely fantastic. They've been best bets. If you can take this man against the Marlins at a decent price, minus 135, I think it's moved a little bit. Let's see if it's on FanDuel. See what kind of better price we might be able to get. Yeah, minus 140. So it's definitely something. This is a this is probably gonna be a Discord play. I like it enough. I'm probably gonna want to get this one out before it moves anymore. I'm not gonna want to put a minus 140 out. Pitcher props have just been getting so juiced. So best line minus 135 is on DraftKings. But like I said, you go to walks. The Marlins are seeing 177 walks. The next lowest is the White Sox at 230. They're seeing, what is that, 53? They have 53 less walks than the second lowest team walk wise in the league. Nearly 200 less than the team that walks the most. You look at strikeouts, they strike out the 13th least, which means they're not seeing a lot of pitches. They don't see a lot of pitches. They see, I think, the second least amount of pitches. So, like I said, he failed against a team that sees a ton, but barely, hooked. I think he flies over. I think he goes a full 6. I think he goes a full 6 against the Marlins, and of course, he could go out there and just shit on against them. I mean, of course that could happen. Marlins have, the 20th, lowest batting average against right-handed pitching, almost last in on-base percentage, almost last in OPS. The Marlins offense is not very good. I love this play. I would put, 1.35 units on it to win a unit. Drew Thorpe over 15 and a half outs. And then we're going to run this Dubin under 3.5. And look, if I was in a spot where I thought the Royals was going to be, their team total was going to be a pretty good look, I feel good. I feel good about that. The Mets, see, like if the Mets weren't going against Skeens, I would maybe think like, their team total has been an awesome look. There's no other like big advantages, I feel like. Um unless you wanted to look like a Dodgers team total, but like, can we really trust the Dodgers? We could take, I mean, minus 109. That's not much better. Dodgers team total minus 410. Thorpe and Dubin. Yeah. Yeah. You hate the, because when does Thorpe play? 7:10. Yeah, Marcus. I mean, and we're at the point too. Like I'm off. I'm off today. Like I don't have anything going on. So as soon as I already went on a run. I've already ran a couple miles today. I need to mow the grass. I need to move the trampoline, mow underneath it, move it back. There's got a bunch of yard work to do and shit. There's firework debris all over the damn place I got to clean up, and wasn't even the one that shot him off. So officially, I probably won't drop plays in the Discord until later. So that might be something that we could do. But if you guys like the Dodgers, I mean, you could go with you could go with the Dodgers alternate team total if you wanted. Savali is not a very good pitcher. Let's see if we went to let's go earned runs. I mean, versus a righty, on the year, the Dodgers have the ninth highest average, fourth OBS, 3 slugging. Versus right-handed, versus Aaron, I mean, they haven't really faced them. I mean, they hit righties pretty well. Savali, let's see. Savali on the year, has been up and down. Earned runs and runs doesn't really tell the whole story. Chris, I really like Ohtani hit a home run today, so that makes sense. I like to look at runs instead of earned runs, to be completely honest, because I don't care if they're not earned or not. Let me pull up Savali here. I'm kind of leaning on the Dodgers team total being a better alternative than the 1.5 spread. Savali's given up 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 5, 3, 2. But then that's when he was bad. 5, 3, 2, 7, 6, 5, 3, 3. He's certainly up and down. I mean, they could get a couple, on them, and then we would just need one more after that. Dodgers have scored just 3 runs. Let's see. Dodgers last 10 games. Let's see. They've scored more. They've scored 3 in 10 straight games. So I mean that's a good look, Last 15. What is that? Can I just not? Okay, actually 9 straight games. I must have missed that one. They've scored 3 or more in 14 of their last 15 games. Let's look at last 10 home games. 4, 6, 7, 2, 3, 2, 4. That's kind of ugly. So 3 straight at home, 4 out of their last 5, and that's probably all I want to say because it's not as pretty at home. But what did I say? 14 out of the last 15 games, they've scored 3 runs. I like that a lot better. And it's a little more reasonable at minus 109. That's what I would probably do to officially lock it in. That's probably going to go hit the Discord. Marcus, if you're still in here, that's really up to you. If you don't like the Thorpe, the minus 135, I actually really like this Dodgers team total now. I think Savali isn't a very good pitcher. If we go over here to player pitching, if we go to home runs, I think Savali is at the top of the list. 6th. He's given up the 6th most home runs. We're going up against a Dodgers team that hits the shit out of the ball. I feel like there's going to be runs in this one. He's given up 51 runs, which is tied for the 12th highest. That's a good look for me. I like it a lot. Guys, I think I'm just gonna run 2 plays unless I mean there's about 16 people. We lost some people. Unless anybody else has something that they're really liking, I can, do this real fast and see. Sometimes I like to go here, just go to outs and just look. Luis Castillo under 18 and a half. I don't like to mess with that. Cole Reagan's over 17 and a half outs. Probably a good look, but I just don't like to back people in, you know, that looks pretty good right there, guys. The Rockies are the 19th lowest batting average. Well, middle of the pack versus a left-handed pitcher recently. Yeah, Marcus. This one right here, minus 109. Dodgers are over 3 runs in 14 of the last 15 games. Guys, I feel like this is why Outlier is so nice. I don't usually do this because I like to try to have my own, like, okay, like this guy's going against the Marlins, so I like it because of this or that. I mean, this man's over in 8 of his last 10 home games. If you look at just this year, he's over in 6 of 7, but he's pitched into the 7th inning 1, 2, 3, 4 times out of those hits. So of those 6 times going over, he went into the 7th inning 4 times. The one miss that he had away was against the Twins. The Twins hit lefties the best in the league. He failed against Cleveland. He failed against the Twins. Cleveland hits lefties very, very, very well. The Twins hit lefties very, very, very well. Team hitting versus a lefty, batting average, Twins, Guardians, both nearly top 10. Twins number 1. So his 2 misses in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 starts have been against 2 teams that hit lefties really well. But I bet you it's going to be juice to hell. Let's see what it looks like. Minus 220. No wonder I liked it. Holy shit. Okay, we could deal with this. We chucked like Patrick Corbin and not get a win, and I feel like I probably feel pretty good about that. Or I'm pretty sure actually Kyle Freeland did not get a win is like a stupid high number. Minus 750. That's not going to get it done. Oh, we can't do it anyway because it's the same game. What's Patrick Corbin? Pitcher props. Minus 137 even, man. Here I am going on about how I like this play, and it's a minus freaking 220. It'll be better over here, though. It's always, I don't know. We could put that with Dubin. Dubin. Minus 188. What you guys think about that? Here I am, like not even, I mean, we're almost 40 minutes in. We've been talking forever. I was trying to find a third play, and then maybe I found just another leg. Aaron Nola over under 18 and a half. You can get him for like minus 120 under 18 and a half. That just seems crazy to me. Seems like a trap, to be honest. Like part of me thinks like Steele isn't a bad look today. But like that's got a lot of juice on it too. I don't know. Maybe we run this. We might just have to stick to 2 plays. Like there's just nothing out. There's just not a lot out there. I'm sure there's like a total bases or a hits run RBI out there, but I've found success betting on pitcher props or teams to get a win kind of thing. And I haven't even really got into hitter props. Honestly, there just hasn't been. It hasn't been there for me this year. Unless we take like Otani because it's his birthday. Even that, it's minus 145 for 2 total bases. I feel like somebody said something about Jonathan India earlier. Dude, Devers has been a beast, hasn't he? What the hell? This year against the Yankees, he had 4 hits, runs, RBIs, but I don't know how he's been against Nestor Cortez. 273, 2 home runs against him. Three hits, a double. Cortez has been pretty good at home though. Guys, I'm just gonna do 2 plays. I don't want to sit here forever. We've already been in for 42 minutes already. I appreciate the people that's hung out. I'm just gonna run 2 plays. Like you very well could, if you wanted 2 plays out of this, like I don't know, part of me thinks you could do this. Do Dubin and the Dodgers team total, get it minus 109. Well, you'd have to do Cole Reagan's and the Dodgers team total, and then you could do Dubin and like the Royals plus 1.5. Today's a tough day. If you wanted like like extra plays or whatever, if that makes sense. But officially for what I'm gonna like actually track, we're gonna do Drew Thorpe over 15.5 outs at the minus 135, and let's just go ahead and let's just track it this way. Cole Reagan's and Dubin strikeouts together at plus 136, and we're just gonna have 2 plays today. Then home run wise, I mean, Otani's birthday going against Savali, who gives up a lot of home runs. Wilson Contreras has been due. Salvador Perez against Kyle Freeland has had some success, and obviously it's just a Rocky Stadium. And then if you put, like a team total with this of some sort, to where you can use one of those 30% boosts, and then that way it'll kind of get you some. Marcus, I think so. I think it's going to go away too. Marcus, I really can't decide, but I think Cole Reagan's is a good look. It just scares me that it's in Colorado where anybody could hit the ball well. Y'all can tell him I can be indecisive. I might just try to find a way. What's hard, guys, is that, and once again, we've lost most people. I have this internal like, okay, these are the podcast plays, and then I have, I I have to also provide plays for the Discord. I don't want to, I can't give you guys all of it. And then, so like sometimes in my head, I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do for the Discord. But then, you know, I think this is the better play. This was what the gut said. And then I went and I found Reagan's. Maybe I find a play for Reagan's, down the road, or I find a juice reducer for Reagan's, later on today or something like that. I think this is what we should do. This will be the first play. Dubin under 3.5 strikeouts, 3 runs for the Dodgers, and then Drew Thorpe over 15.5 runs or outs. And then I'm going to go with Otani, Contreras, and Salvador Perez for home runs today. And then I'm going to find a way to make this work for the 50% or 30% boost and add, one of these. Yeah, so you can do 2 runs for the Dodgers, which actually brings it down by. That's so crazy. You add in another leg, and it actually brings it down from plus 4,800 to plus 44. So you lose, about 400 in odds. But when you add the 50% to it, it's going to make it better. So. Anyway, today was different, guys. Appreciate you for hanging out. If you guys don't need or have any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and mow before it gets too hot. It actually looks like it's going to rain. I'm not interested in this first game. So I have 6 hours to make a final decision on any other plays that I might run. If you're in the Discord, I will drop those plays that I want to jump on right now. And then I have time to think about, the other plays and everything like that. But I am going to close it out. 4th of July stuff going on tomorrow for me. So, I mean, I haven't done weekend shows anyway, but I've been thinking about trying to do one with like Feezy, the MMA guy, or just trying to do more. So I'll certainly keep you guys in the loop on that and everything. But I'm going to close it out. Appreciate you guys, and I will I'll catch you guys in the Discord or back here on Monday. Let's see. Twitter is right here. If you're not following me at Live Joe Betts, give me a follow, DM me. I 9 times out of 10, unless it goes to my junk, I'll see it. And then if not, you guys have a good day, have a good weekend, everything like that, and I'll probably catch you guys back on Monday.